Hi everyone, it's Gabe Crane again with Woven Wings, and I'm excited to be making you another video today, specifically about the Take the Leap Global Chi Field Meditation event that I'm going to be hosting on February 29th. And there's some other videos in our channel about the event if you want to check those out. And you can also go to the description of the video below and click the link. It's super easy. It'll take you to our website where you can register in about 2 seconds. You'll get a confirmation email from us and you'll be on your way to joining us for a free community meditation on February 29th called Take the Leap. And really the focus of this meditation is to really harness the power of the leap year. That's why we're doing it on February 29th. It's kind of this free day, this extra day or a day out of time where we have a chance to do something meaningful with our lives, with ourselves, with our consciousness, with our intention, with our energy. I hope you will take advantage of that and take the time to join us for this cool opportunity. And today I wanted to share about one element in particular of why I'm doing this event, and that has to do with why we do a community meditation versus just doing something on your own. And I want to break this down on a few different levels. Okay, so the first thing is that, in Qigong practice, where, this will be a Qi-based, Qi field-based meditation based in a system called Ren Shui that I teach. When we bring more of us together around a common intention or purpose, there is an amplification in the power of what gets collectively created. The field that we build together gets stronger energetically, and the information that gets put into that field can become more refined and more powerful. And I think one obvious, easy example to see this effect in action in the world is at a concert or at a large sporting event. When you bring a lot of people together to participate in something, it is decidedly different experience than listening to that music by yourself on your phone or watching that game on TV. When we actually, with other people, this energy starts to build and grow that's greater than any of us individually, and even greater than the sum of our parts. There's an amplification process where we can expand and grow our impact. And so that's one of the reasons that we approach it this way, and we do a community Qi field event like that. If you're going about this on your own, also in your own practice, whatever that is, whether it's Qigong or meditation, or maybe you are exercising or doing yoga or whatever it is, it can always be beneficial, even when you're on your own, to take a moment to connect to that field. Because even if you're not physically around other people or you're in your own practice, when we take that opportunity to remember that we are actually participating in something that many, many other people are also interested in and pursuing, it can just help us tap into that broader field, even when we're practicing on our own. And so that's something you can use. Beyond that, there are some reasons why I was personally inspired to do this event at this time that I'd like to share with you. And they tie into this second principle that I think is important when we think about doing practices like this together. And that is that we learn from each other and we help each other. Example of this that came up in a podcast that Rahul and I just recorded for Woven Wings Live. Amazing guest and expert Aldo Civico joined us, and that episode's coming out next week. And he shared this funny insight, which is anybody who's ever trained to win the gold at the Olympics, none of them ever were like, oh, I will just read books about this and train on my own, and through that I will achieve winning the gold medal. Everyone who is in that position has a team. They've had some help, they've had some support, they have guides, mentors, coaches, and those are what we need in order to be able to see where our challenges are, how we can grow. We gain really, really valuable perspectives from connecting with and witnessing others in the same challenges that we have, even if they look different and they're applied differently in other people's lives. And so we're constantly learning from each other. And when we come together in a communal practice, it gives us that opportunity to recognize that and to harness that power. And on that note, I wanted to take a little bit of time to build our field here by sharing what was some of the personal inspiration and motivation for me to actually go ahead and make this event. And as folks who follow along with my channel have seen perhaps in some other videos, I'm currently going through a divorce. And as anyone who has ever gone through a divorce, or if you know someone who's been through a divorce, probably know then that it can be a pretty painful and difficult experience. And there are many times when I've really felt that way, and I'm sure there are more times when I will feel that way, where it just feels really dark and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. As I was sitting a couple weeks ago in Maui, where I live, on the beach at sunset and taking some personal reflection time, I found myself suddenly realizing that this year is a leap year. And as I said at the top of this video, right, that wow, like we have this free time, we have this extra time, and what are we going to do with that? Are we going to just continue with business as usual, or are we going to do something valuable? And I found myself thinking about my personal situation and how isolating the whole process has been, as without getting into any of the details, how difficult it's been and how alone I've felt as I've gone through this whole journey that I'm in right now. And I started to think about people in my life and how good it would feel to gather people together, selfishly to support me, to feel like I'm not alone in the world, but on a deeper level and on a more true level, to actually gather people together around a common purpose of uplifting our lives and transforming this year, and transforming from a deep place like that takes in that full darkness of what I was just describing, and recognizing that as bad as it may seem, it is an opportunity to grow. It is an opportunity to actually apply anything that I think I might have as an ability or a skill. It's an opportunity to make it actually work in my life. And through that, I have an opportunity to transform my life. And so when we talk about a transformational year, which is what this event is for, that's, for me personally, some of what I put into it. When you're thinking about potentially joining us, I want to put that out to you too, to think about, well, as I was telling that story, what is your truth that you'd like to transform and uplift? Part of what I experience as I work with clients as a coach, I do counseling work, and I work with people in a range of different situations. And today was no different. I had a couple different clients in very, very different spaces in their life, very different cultural backgrounds, and I've had different sessions with them. And what was striking to me is that I found them both in very different circumstances talking about the same challenge in their own ways that they were dealing with. And as I was hearing them, I was recognizing that I am also facing that same challenge. And so, in Woven Wings, we talk about weaving, that our wings, that we are going to take this leap with and fly together. Well, we have to, if you want to be able to fly, or if we want to be able to fly, we have to weave those wings. We have to make them. And in this case, what I noticed today as I was working with these different people is all of us in our different ways are weaving this strand. That's something that we have to do. And so as you reflect on this yourself and you think about if you're already planning to join the event or thinking about joining, again, think about what is it that you're bringing into the pot here to transform? What is it that on a deep level you're ready to let go of, to recognize that whatever limiting belief, negative experience and feeling that's holding you back from your true face, your true identity, to be able to let that shine through and benefit the people in your life in addition to yourself? What are you going to put in the ring to make that happen? And together we can weave that. And I think I'd like to close with leaving you with a little anecdote about the image that we chose for this event. You can see it on the front page of this video or on any of, if you go to the registration link below, you'll see it in the background. And it's all of these hands circling around a light in the center. And this past weekend, I was out for a hike in nature with my son, and we were in the parking lot before the hike, and my son fell asleep in the car on the way over. And so as I was letting him rest and taking some time, I went inside myself and had a few minutes for meditation. And as I did, I had this image of the event with all the hands circling around. And I started to experience these hands moving through me, like through the center of my chest, and then they were moving through my belly too. And they were going vast, way, way, way out there. And the light was over here and over there. And it was also here in my heart. And it was weaving all these vast strands of experience together. And so I think that, it's a very beautiful experience to get to have. And it made me think about all of us that are going to gather together on the 29th to do this work, to take the leap, right? To take advantage of this opportunity we have this leap year and to take flight together. And so just wanted to share this with you as a way of building up our collective intention and our field together, and to get you thinking yourself around joining and what exactly you're going to be bringing when you do join. And together, if we do all this work together, I'm certain that we're going to be able to transform ourselves by working deeply and allowing the energy and information, the chi and the consciousness that we're going to create through this event to really channel that into benefit for an amazing year. And I can just say personally, if I tie back to my own personal story, I have felt that very strongly already in relationship with this event. I've been finding myself connecting with so many people, recent friends, older friends, coming together around this event and just feeling so much love and connection and meaning as I'm seeing people register and sign up. And I'm seeing how it's creating inspiration and movement in my own life. Last night I probably stayed up a little later than I should have, getting excited about vlogging equipment, technical stuff that I haven't had a chance to pick up in a while. I found myself working on different elements of projects that are giving me inspiration, and I can very clearly connect them to the energy that's being generated already off of this event, even before it's happened. I hope you'll give yourself the gift of tapping into that same energy and give us the gift of amplifying it with your presence. Share it with your community so it can amplify more within your own family, your friends, your intimate relationships. Life is what we make it. And if you are excited about harnessing your time and your energy to do something meaningful with your life, to help other people that are in your life and serve them, serve life in that way, then please join us on the 29th. Again, you can register in the link below, and we'll really look forward to doing this work together. So thanks so much. I'm really excited. I just feel gratitude and love for you for taking the time to connect in this way. I'll see you on the 29th. Take care.